Hello and welcome to Ink Heaven. This is Darla Olson, helping you to create stamping happiness for yourself and your loved ones. I have a simple project that I wanted to share with you today that I created during a Facebook Live recently. Here it is, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so this is actually a really simple card. The tutorial probably already popped up for you. It's very simple. It's just two colors, Night of Navy and Whisper White. And did I drop my blend? Oh, here's my blender pen. I was worried I dropped it and had it roll up. The stamp set that we're using on this is meant to be. It also uses the 10 tile folder, which is, a lot of you already have this one. It was from the holiday catalog. It did carry over. And then it uses the rectangle framelits, which, oh my gosh, those were like at the top of my list for must-haves. So I am totally in love with these things. The hummingbird framelit dies are kind of almost an exact match to the stamp set, so I have those stored with the stamp set. And look what I have done. I have a whole bunch of these cut and ready for whenever I need them. So I just love these things. But you're going to have them. I know you will love them. So let's get started with the card. It's not a hard one at all. I have it set up on the Stamparatus. So this was the one, and I don't know, somehow I got this wet. So I have a little drip on that particular one. But we have a rectangle, and I'm going to have to measure for you. I think I put the rectangle layer 2 3/4 by 4 1/4 is the size of cardstock that you'll need. Smallest size you can get by with to cut it with the rectangle die. So it looks like it's that one right there. So it's going to be 1 2 3, the fourth one, and I'm not sure. I need to get a little bit better at marking these. I may end up updating the rectangle download a little bit to make it a little bit more functional. So, but all you need for this card is you're going to take this heart, which I thought when I looked at that and I looked at the 10 tile folder, I just thought it was a good fit, that those things went together well. And then I just took the Just For You and I just put them on the Stamparatus. And we're going to just ink that up in Night of Navy. And I'm going to have to find a place to put that magnet so it's not in the way. That looks pretty good. And the trick to doing these when you do this card with the blender pen is you need to do your blender pen pretty much right away. It doesn't work as well if your ink is not fresh. So we have our Night of Navy. We ink that up. We're going to ink up our stitched rectangle. And that turned out really good. And so now we're just going to take our blender pen and we're just going to pull ink with the blender pen just right from the image that we just stamped. And what that does is it kind of gives you a little bit of a watercolor look right there. Kind of a two-tone on the Night of Navy ink. So very easy to do. I actually did these for a swap card because it's a very pretty card and yet it is very easy to do. Not a real super time consuming card. And I put just for you on this one, but a lot of these different sentiments would work. So, you know, you might need to lift, raise the heart up just a little bit, or tighten things up here and there, move things around a little bit. But the meant to be sentiment would work. I think if you move the heart up, the Happy Valentine's Day would work. But this, I liked this with the Knight of Navy and this particular heart, because I thought it was a good way to do a card that wasn't necessarily Valentine's, because these are kind of designed to not just be only Valentine's Day cards. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Thanks, Carla. Yeah, so Joy, what will happen is the video, when I get done with the project, I am going to shut the live video off just briefly so that I can set up my cards. I have a little bit more room now, but I don't necessarily, for this many projects, have enough room to just kind of stack them up and have them here. So I actually kind of have them kind of out in the middle of the room on the floor back over here. And so I'm kind of just not making you watch, or, I'm not leaving the video on. And then that way too, I can post an individual video on my blog with each individual card, because this is not an exclusive party necessarily. Anybody can come and see this one. And so these particular projects will be posted on my blog. The 10 for 1,000 party that I'm doing in January, or that I'm holding in January, there will be an exclusive online party for that group of people, if we can get 10 people to do it. That will be in February, so I can have a little bit more time to prep. And those projects will be exclusive. Hi, Sandy. So glad you found us. That's awesome. And so that way they'll be exclusive projects, and only the people in the group will get to see those. So, and this group will be available to you forever. So even when I archive this group, you might not be able to come back and like add comments or anything like that, but you can come back to this group anytime and watch the videos and all of that. So anyway, that's the card. Quick, sweet, easy. And like I said, it's the Meant to Be stamp set, the tin tile folder, and these awesome rectangle dies that you absolutely must have. So, okay, I am going to turn this video off, and I'm going to set up for the next card, and I'm going to double check and see if there's anybody that needs to be added to the group, and then I'll be right back with another live video. So make sure you fill out your tic-tac-toe, and I'll be right back.